Game Kings, The Definition of Game documentary coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, this video, titling it, If Women Only Give You Sex, You're Losing. Okay? Because relationships are business. Right? And I'm sure you heard me talk about this before when I talk about relationships or business. So, the other day I put out a video where I titled it a message for guys who's scared to get in relationships with women. And before I even get into this video, I want to say this. I'm not telling you guys, like you have to get into relationships. Because I was looking in comments, dudes like, oh, why you got to be in a relationship for? And you ain't got to be in a relationship. And these chicks, they're out here, they're going to get you and they're going to, take all your money and alimony and child support and this and that. And you can't get into a relationship in 2019 and all this other fear, and dudes just giving long ass paragraphs about it. And I'm like, God damn, man, this feminist society has gotten y'all shook. But the thing is this, again, I'm not telling you can do whatever you want. Get into a relationship if you want to. Don't get into a relationship if you don't want to. You can just pump and dump. But what I'm saying is that if you're only, getting sex from a woman, you're losing. And I'm going to explain why in this video. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the thing. What you got to understand is that if you're only getting sex from a woman, right? That's low-level compliance. You understand? That's low-level compliance. Shout out to my dude, Eddie Fuse. I think I heard him talking about this too before. Right? So what that means is that, sex is nothing. You understand? Meaning it's nothing for a woman to have sex with you. And see, what happens is that what gets a woman attached to you and gets her to want to do more things for you, gets her to cooperate more, is when she's felt like she's invested time and energy into you. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, her opening her legs so you can put your dick in her, that's not really her investing anything. You understand? That's easy for her to do. Women do this all the time. A lot of guys don't believe it. A lot of guys don't think that, but women have sex like it's nothing. You understand? Because it really is just an activity. It's just entertainment. So there's no investment there, and therefore since there's no investment, what happens is that the attachment really isn't that strong. You understand? This is why chicks can have one night stands all goddamn day. You understand? And just hook up with dudes and keep it moving. Of course, there's times where a chick, she'll like a guy, she'll continue to see him or whatever, but you got to understand that the sex is just, the low level compliance. You understand? See, what you really want from a woman that's going to benefit you is the things that she can do for you beyond sex. You understand? And also because what happens is that you finding a chick who can do things for you beyond sex, a lot of times, especially in today's society, it's not that easy. It's not that abundant as far as, finding a chick who's about some shit, right? See, one of the reasons why I wrote the book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, is, one, of course, to get you guys to the point where you have enough options to have a lot of sex with a lot of different women, right? That's on the surface level. But beyond that, it's really to get you to the point where you're actually doing it so that you can realize that the sex ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because look, any dude who's really out here getting it in with women, having a lot of sex, guys who've had, a lot of notches on their belt, guys who've had, sex with a bunch of different women, they'll all tell you that, at a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm having sex. The sex is cool, but it's like whatever. You understand? You can even say it gets boring sometimes. You understand? Because you're having so much of it, and therefore it's sort of like it's whatever. It's nothing. See, it's a big deal to people who aren't having it. You understand? Or who in their mind they make it a big deal. So even like what everybody already knows I'm in an open relationship. So people are like, oh, how are you okay with your woman having sex with other dudes? Why? Because sex ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking beyond that. You understand? I'm looking at what are you doing for me beyond the sex? Right? So if you're just getting sex from a woman and she's not doing anything for you beyond that, you're losing. You understand? See, the thing is this, you'll never get the best out of a chick just by fucking. You understand? You never get the best out of a chick just by fucking. Like, even if you've given her that good dick and she likes fucking you, if all you're doing with that is just keep on fucking more, but you're not really requiring anything of her, you understand? It doesn't even have to be anything crazy or big or whatever, but just get into the habit of requiring more. You understand? You're losing. And when I say you're losing, what I'm saying is that you're losing out on other things that this woman could add that could benefit you in whatever the fuck you're doing. You understand? Like, let's say you got some dude who's a bum ass nigga, right? But this bum ass nigga, he fucking the shit out of this chick, right? But guess what the chick's doing for him? She letting him borrow the car. She's giving that nigga money, right? She's cooking food for that nigga. She's buying him clothes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's getting something else out of the deal. You understand what I'm saying? Besides just sex. You understand? Now, again, like I said earlier, look, you guys don't have to be in a relationship with a chick. My question, even when I was doing the other video the other day, I was like, okay, but why are you scared though? Right? Like, a lot of dudes are scared as shit. Like, I saw a dude who wrote a long ass comment. He was like, oh, but you if you're with a woman, she's gonna do this and change her mind, and then she's gonna accuse you of this, and then this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen. I'm like, my God, what's going on here? See, the reason why most of you guys will end up in those situations, and there's a lot of guys who do end up in these crazy ass situations, right? The reason why these guys end up in these situations is because they haven't properly vetted a chick and they haven't trained the chick. Okay? They haven't properly vetted a chick and they haven't trained the chick, which means that your lack of game is the reason why you would be in those situations. You understand? It's your lack of game. First of all, you vet a chick to see even if she's worth training her. You understand? So what do I mean by this? When you're vetting a chick, you're seeing, okay, what type of chick is this? What is she about? What's going on with her? Right? This is why you feel a chick out. This is why you peep, her character. Right? Now, what's going to happen is there's going to be some chicks that is not even going to be worth training. Right? And when I say training, what I mean is you training her to become a chick who's going to benefit you in whatever relationship you're going to be in with her. So what happens is sometimes you'll vet a chick and she's not even worth training, meaning that her character and how she is so far gone, or she's on some other shit that you can't even fuck with her. You can't even work with her. You understand? But then there's gonna be some chicks you vet and you're like, okay, I could work with this. I could fuck with her. I could upgrade her. I could actually train her and get her in this certain mindset and mind frame to be able to be beneficial to me. Right? And in turn, what happens is that you're upgrading her mind, you're upgrading her situation. You understand? Because you have to understand that relationships are business, right? And your business can grow or it can fail. And a lot of times these guys' businesses fail because they haven't properly vetted the chick or trained the woman. That's why you get into situations where, a chick, she could call the police on you and give you false rape accusations. Really? Okay. All right. So you were actually dealing with a chick long enough to not realize that this is the type of chick who will call the police on you. You know what I'm saying? You trying to tell me you've been dealing with this chick for a few months, a year, whatever, and you didn't realize it's the type of chick who's gonna call the police on you, or who's gonna, act a certain way, or who's gonna have a certain type of attitude or whatever. Really? You've been with her that long? You've been fucking with her for that long? And even when you first meet a chick, you have to be able to feel the chick out before you even take it to those levels of you even being in that type of serious type of situation with her for things to even get that far. Because when you see a chick and you notice in her character she's on some bullshit, you need to charge that immediately. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no time for her to be saying, oh, this happened and that happened. You understand what I'm saying? See, when you develop your game and you have a certain eye and you have a certain feel for women, you'll know, okay, this woman's on some bullshit. Let me fall back from her, right? And this chick, she is, cool. So let me see where I could take this. This is why you got to feel these chicks out. This is why you got to test them. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that you got to be out here, like, if you're going to be in any type of, long-term relationship, girlfriend, wife type shit, for any of you guys out there who want that, right? You got to play the long game. The problem is guys get themselves in these crazy situations because they're not playing the long game. Motherfuckers get into a relationship with a woman. They've been only seeing her for 4 or 5 months and they ready to get married and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or they're ready to make her the girlfriend or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you're not playing the long game. You're playing the short game. And then that's why you get fucked up in the game, because you didn't realize you're supposed to play the long game in these situations. You understand? Like, I always relate it to business because it's the same fucking thing. You understand? If you're the CEO of so-and-so company, right? You hire somebody, you're vetting them, you're looking at their resume, and you say, okay, this person, I vetted them, they seem cool enough, they seem qualified enough to take on this position, right? And then you put them in that entry-level position or wherever, and then what happens is you make them work their way up to the higher positions. You understand what I'm saying? You let them show and prove, right? So the thing is, if you had someone in your company for years and they moved up levels and now they're, the vice president of the company, right? You've seen them for years grow in the company. So that person isn't going to fucking come into work and, stand on the table and start stripping and fucking doing cocaine on the office, meeting room or something. You understand what I'm saying? You vetted that person, you know how they are. So you're like, well, listen, they're in this position because they've proven over time that they're worth being in this position. So I ain't got to really worry about all that extra bullshit. You trained them to know how to act when they are in that position. The same thing works when you're dealing with a woman. If you're worried about, what if my wife does this? What if my girlfriend does that? That means you haven't properly trained her. You understand? And if a bunch of that bullshit happens, you understand? That's on you. See, this is the thing. Dudes always talking about, but, if you get married with a chick and then y'all get divorced and she takes half, then that's messed up, right? See, if your woman takes half, that should be half of what she helped you build. This is why I said at the beginning, if you're only getting sex from a woman, you're losing. Because you got these simps out here, they meet some fucking hot chick that's the hottest chick they ever been with. They're like, oh my God, I'm in love. She's so amazing. The chick ain't never done nothing for this nigga. He fucking makes her his girlfriend and he gets married to her within a year. And then shit don't go right and she takes half his shit. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman ever takes half your shit, you fucked up. You understand? You fucked up. See, the thing is, it's supposed to be half y'all shit. You understand what I'm saying? That means that the woman is supposed to help you build. So that in the event, if you guys get a divorce or break up, right? She's not getting half your shit. She's getting half the shit she earned. You understand? See, I was looking through the comments and I was like, okay, somebody gets this. Because my dude, Creative Thinker, he wrote a comment. He said, the marriage contract is designed to protect both parties should a divorce happen. If a substantial fortune is built during the marriage, the wife is entitled to a significant portion of that because of the supporting role she played in the building of the fortune. Lucario has mentioned how his wife was instrumental in his success. He also has mentioned that he could have gotten to that level of cooperation from her without being married. She simply would not have agreed to help build a fortune without a mechanism in place to protect her interests. Most women think and operate like this. Why offer a guy cooperation and support without the protection of a marriage contract? She'd be setting herself up to be exploited, not to mention if kids are involved. That's a whole different level of entanglement that's in need of legal structure like marriage to help sort out. Men need to learn the purpose and intention of a marriage contract, above and beyond being an official declaration of love shared between two people. Bravo motherfucking O. I'm like, I love when motherfuckers get it. See, he said the wife is entitled to a significant portion of that because of the supporting role she played in building of the fortune. The role she played in building the shit with you. This is why we talk about cooperation. Cooperation means working with. See, you got these guys out here who are dumbasses who they get their hearts all in it, and they're like, oh, I love her and she's so amazing, and oh my god, she's beautiful, and they're at their wedding crying like a bitch, and they get married to these chicks they only knew for a few months to a year, and then shit don't work out, and then of course she takes half his shit. You see what I'm saying? See, the problem is, look, guys get into this with their heart. Real talk. I remember somebody was saying, and I'm not sure if it was Rollo Tomasi who said this or something like that, but I remember somebody said that guys are the romantic ones. Like we're actually the ones who are on more of that romantic shit, and I actually agree with that. A lot of men are, they come into this relationship shit on some romantic shit, not like it's a business. Women, on the other hand, actually approach this shit more like a business than dudes, which is funny to me, because what a woman is doing is that she's looking at it like, how does this motherfucker benefit me overall? You understand what I'm saying? See, on the surface, it may look like women are looking at it on, on some lovey-dovey shit, like, oh, I love this guy and I want to have a man, and I want somebody to love and all that other shit. But ain't no chicks getting married unless she see the nigga got the bag. You know what I'm saying? Unless she see that she can benefit somewhat off of the situation, right? So you as men, you need to be the same way. You need to look at your relationships like a business. So you don't just let a chick come in and just throw pussy at you and that's all that's required. No. What are you doing? What else do you got? What else you got? What else you got for me besides pussy? You know what I'm saying? Can you make me a ham sandwich? God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do? What else can you do? What else can you bring to the situation? How are you going to help me on my purpose to build this empire? You feel what I'm saying? See, even when you have women out there who will fuck these bum ass niggas, end up getting pregnant with with his kid, and the bum ass nigga ain't nowhere to be found. What does she do? She find a nice, goofy ass simp to come take care of her ass. Business. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand that if you're dealing with a chick and you only get sex, you're losing, because you know all the pumping and dumping and all that other stuff, all you're gonna really do is be getting sex from the chick. You understand? Which is cool if that's what you want to do. But understand, see, if I'm gonna fuck with a chick, if I'm going to be dealing with a woman, right? She gotta do something. You understand? Even if you dealing with a fuck buddy, tell that chick to make you some eggs and cheese after y'all fucking, so you can eat some. You feel what I'm saying? Give you some energy. You feel me? Get her to do something. Because if you told me, listen, imagine somebody presented to you, listen, I got this chick right here. She'll fucking suck you, every day. But you got this other chick right here, she'll fucking suck you, plus she'll fucking cook, clean, bring some money to the table, fucking help you whatever else you're trying to do, all that other shit. You understand? She's smart. She could give you a different perspective on certain things, right? All of that shit. I'm choosing girl number 2. So, I just want you guys to think about that again. You don't need to be with no chick. But I'm just saying, if you are going to be with one, if you are going to be in that relationship, don't go into it scared. Because a lot of these dudes want to be in a relationship, but they scared as fuck. You understand? Don't go into it scared. Go into it understanding that there's other things the woman can offer you. You understand? Like, again, you're going to have situations where you're going to be on some one night stand shit. You just hooking up with this girl, whatever. That's cool. But at the end of the day, if all she can give you is sex, you're losing. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You'll also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.